So like the small town of Sushel in the world of Forgotten Realms, a fog descended upon the town, and all of its residents vanished. Just like some of the players, some that didn't even commit any of the atrocities, have now been banned or suspended. And just like the first and second sundering, where the gods were thrust down from the heavens onto earth, and a lot of them died, we lost content creators like Wicked, Garlanx, Assistman, Nova, and more. This is what we saw yesterday, people being ripped from the game only to be banned. Now a lot of you may feel, well, you did it, you glitched, you have what's coming to you. But a lot of people didn't. There were some people that weren't even in Barovia, and their accounts were banned. Their AD was taken, companions were taken, you name it, they took it. And it's because Cryptic cannot differentiate between those that committed the atrocity and those who didn't. And so there's a lot of emails going back and forth and tickets being put in. Because, yes, a lot of us were right. It was about 80% of the general population, and before you start spouting numbers, you also have to realize out of those 17 million players, console, PC wide, that about 20% of them are actually bots. And yes, they did get banned, but so did a lot of the players and the content creators. And yeah, I was suspended as well. I am still waiting on an email. I put in a ticket to push things forward faster. I want to know what I did in order to get this. Yes, I did the glitch. Did I do it in excess? No. So I would really like to know, will my stuff be taken as well, aside from this ban? How long is this ban? Is it 3 days, 7 days, a month? I know it's not permaban. A lot of people on their screens, it would tell you if you were banned. And there's been ban wipes before, but none to this level. I mean, we're talking like creation of spell plagues, kind of like war starting, ban wave. They are wiping the slate clean with this. And we can tell that from all the patch notes and the preview notes and everything. Whole new systems where now you can run over items and it'll automatically pick them up. Where there's full reworks and class balances, good or bad. TRs, I don't want to say it's bad because we haven't tested it yet. A lot of TRs are saying that it's bad because it breaks the current build structure down. There's only one build, Master Infiltrator Executioner, and there's only slight variations between different players, and that has been ripped to shreds. Now that doesn't mean that we can't piece together what they gave us and create something just as good or maybe better. So I'm withholding my judgment on the reworks. I mean, even with like the DCs, like getting rid of the overheals, things like that. But we will have to wait and see what happens in the preview, which is also pretty buggy right now, so we probably can't get a definitive answer out of there. But there are a lot of changes, good and bad, coming this way. They have wiped the slate clean. They have removed the toxicity from their game. They removed the content creators which they deemed toxic. And they are revitalizing the profession system. They are bringing back old dungeons. They are creating more content and gearing everything and having it set towards newer players. You'll know that if you've played the preview shard. So they did it. Ripped everything out, starting new. Now, a lot of people like myself who are temporarily suspended may or may not come back. I'm coming back, and they know I'm coming back because I've invested so much into this game. It's just like an iPhone owner. I almost can't break away from it because the ecosystem has my entire nest egg. But I don't want to make this video completely negative. Yes, there were people that didn't even do anything wrong that were inadvertently banned, and that is wrong. But we also have to move forward. For those of you that are wanting to stay with this game because you love the game, whether you hate Cryptic, whether you hate Foss, whether you hate Julia, I always look at it, how the stereotypical thing where you don't get along with your in-laws, but you love the person you're with. That's how this game is to me. I love the game. I hate the creators of it. I hate how they run it. I hate how they moderate it. I hate how they don't support their content creators. I hate that. But the game itself, I love the game. It's an amazing game. I love D&D. I love the lore of it. And I'm going to continue to play. And I don't want anyone to think that me continuing to play is me turning my back on those that were banned from the game. My invocations go out to you. But I will still continue to play because it's not the game's fault. It's the people who created it. And I'm not going to hold that against the game. So, now that that's out of the way, since my account is suspended on an Xbox, I was going to be on PC anyways. So I will be streaming tonight and tomorrow the new preview shard. Now I know others have already done it, but maybe you'd care to walk with me through it. I tried not to watch anyone else's content on it because I want to experience it anew. My character on PC is only like level 30, so I kind of get that middle ground of being a new player / have a little bit more experience, so I can test the new zones, like, does it scale properly or anything like that. I have heard, however, that it is pretty buggy in there. You can only get so far into the new profession system. We'll have to see how that goes. But yes, I am temporarily suspended, but I'm not gone. I will continue to make content. This weekend's dedicated to Mod 15 anyways, and then I will be back on Xbox because depending on what they ripped out of my character on Xbox, I finally got everything tweaked on my build the way I wanted. I was very proud of my build. I was only 2 rings away from the best in slot that I could be on there, and I wanted to share the changes with my TR with you. But I almost don't know if it's worth it because of the rework. But I still want to get that content out to you, especially for you Xbox players. We got a few months before Mod 15 drops, so you can still use it. But I will tell you right now, I am loving the new system where you can just run over things and it automatically picks it up. I've been wanting that for so long. I forgot that I was in the preview shard for a moment last night, and I was automatically picking it up, and I was like, wait. How dare PC players get the ability to just run over this stuff and pick it up? That's not cool. And then I realized, of course, that's part of the new mod. And I'm like, okay, very excited for this. Bringing back the old dungeons, very excited for that. And as far as the reworks and rebalances go, if they took a lot of time into it because they've had over a year, actually they've had more than that, it may actually be a good thing. We may be eliminating certain meta groups. We may be able to get different Paragon paths to be on par with others. So for those in the forums and the comments and everything that are bashing the reworks and rebalances, we asked for this. Just because it took away something that we've adapted to, we've made our own, and Trickster Rogues have come up. We're being asked for in dungeons. And now that build that we've been using in there is gone. Now, I can't fully disagree with them changing how the Executioner works, because when you can one-phase Orcus in one rotation, there's probably a problem there. Alright, there has to be some level of challenge to these dungeons, and these reworks and balances are even going to make it so when you're going up, like, Cragmire Crypts, Grey Wolf Den, things like that, it's actually going to be a challenge. So if you care for this game and you want to see it through to the end and you want to keep playing, whether you were banned or not, accidentally banned, suspended, whatever the case may be, there will still be some of us content creators still making content for you to follow along with, and there should still be a great game in place for you to play. Don't let the people who created it, moderate it, and control it dictate how you feel about it. Because if that's the case, a lot of us wouldn't do a lot of the things we do because we hate certain individuals. But, on preview, I'll be there, And whenever I'm unsuspended off Xbox, I'll see you out there. Thanks for watching. If you liked that video, check out these other 2 videos. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, and don't forget to subscribe.